Hey, Misha, when I tell you the word Romulus, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Romulus. You know, Alien Romulus. That's a movie I saw in theaters a few weeks ago. And if I was stuck with a bunch of xenomorphs in a room, I would love to have the Romulus 2011 in my hands.
That is a very serious concern. Boys, today we are shooting the Romulus 2011 by Alpha Foxtrot. We're going to tell you a little bit about the technical specifications. Then we're going to tell you what we liked about shooting it and what we didn't like. And then lastly, we're going to show you this Alpha Foxtrot Romulus and compare it to a couple of other guns on the market. So what do you say?
That sounds good to me. So this is the Alpha Foxtrot AF1911, or rather, should I say 2011. It's Alpha Foxtrot's brand new offering to the 2011 world, and they really knocked this thing out of the park, I would say.
Yeah.
Give me a technical breakdown on this bad boy, would you?
You know what's interesting? There's not a ton of information on their website.
Because it is so new.
Because it is so new. But what we have here is a 4 1/4 inch barrel.
Bull barrel.
Bull barrel. We've got a flared magwell with a 19+1 round magazine. Double stack magazine, of course. So we've got ambi safety, we've got a beaver tail in the back, we've got some night sights, which are really nice. And you were telling me it's got an interesting finish?
Yes, this is what's called a DLC finish. It's very, very deep dark luster. It kind of looks like a deep dark charcoal bluing, if you're familiar with that finish. But this is an entirely different process. But it gives the pistol a very nice luster, a beautiful sheen.
It's very pretty.
Very pretty. The aesthetics of this thing below anything else I've seen out of the water. I'm particularly a fan of the geometry of the slide. I find it to be rather evocative of some kind of old Roman or Greek Doric column.
Fitting of the name.
Very fitting of the name. And I like the proud, bold banner on the side of the pistol that reads Romulus in this. Would you say that's a Times New Roman font?
That or Wingding, yes.
Let's say Roman.
No, it's a very cool font. Whatever they chose, it's very neat.
Yeah. The Romulus has this, it could say SPQR there to be right at home.
Yeah.
I could see a Roman centurion carrying this thing.
Big time.
Yeah.
This is the gun of...
Julius Caesar?
Yes.
Yes.
If Julius Caesar was going to carry a gun, it would be this one.
He would shove this straight up Vercingetorix's ass.
One thing Misha really liked is it's got an extended slide release, which is really nice.
I was a huge fan of that. Too many pistols are just aren't really made for, user-friendly ergonomics in mind.
Yeah.
I can't say that about this one. This one is super, super intuitive.
Yeah. Especially from two guys who usually shoot old Civil War era muskets and stuff. This is really cool.
Yeah, this ain't no Jack Sparrow. This is state of the art, latest and greatest.
Yeah.
So on that point, having shot old Lugers and Walthers and all the shit that's in my collection, what do you think of shooting this brand new pistol? I mean, not bad. I mean, they're all inside the head and one just grazed the edge.
I gave him a haircut on this one, but yeah.
Should we go take a look-see?
Let's take a peek.
In fact, I may have gotten a slightly tighter group than yours.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah. So, boys, we just put a couple hundred rounds through this. Misha, what'd you think?
Very impressed. Probably one of the most accurate pistols I've ever shot. I made one jagged fist-sized group into the head of the silhouette.
Very tight grouping.
At about 15 yards.
Yeah.
You had a very similar sized group. None of our shots got outside of the 10 ring, as they say. And yeah, well, I mean, what is there to say about a pistol that is so accurate? Have you ever shot something so accurate?
I mean, we shot the Staccato last week, and this reminds me of that gun, but uniquely, it's at a much more affordable price point, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, at about 50% of the price point of even the lowest price Staccato, this thing is a pretty smart investment if you want to get that 2011 experience, but not break the bank while doing it. So speaking of Staccato, and having shot that one last week,
yeah,
you know, it's kind of hard not to make a comparison. What would you say stands out in your mind as a stark contrast with the Staccato?
Well, I mean, boys, last week we shot the Staccato CS, right? So that's the concealed carry model. This is a lot closer to a full size, but if you compare it to Misha's grandpa's 1911 over here, you know, this is a little shorter. This is the 4 1/4 inch barrel, and what is this, a 5?
Yeah, this is the full size 5-inch 1911, made in 1911.
Yeah.
Definitely not directly comparable, but this has a lot of the DNA that this gun has. And
a lot of the DNA, it's a little thicker. The grip is a little thicker. I think it was, I want to say it was 1.2 inches on the Staccato that we had. And you can see, if you hold them next to each other, that this is a little thicker, but not much really.
Truly,
it's still quite thin.
Yeah. The Staccato that we shot was made for concealed carry. This Romulus is more of a closer to a full-size duty pistol. I'd say between a full-size and a carry. You could carry this if you were so inclined. But yeah, getting back to original point, as you said, I don't think there's much difference between this and a Staccato.
Guys, this is a very classy gun. It's really cool. Romulus did an awesome job, and we're excited to see Gen 2 and Gen 3 of this because they're only going to get better. Misha, after shooting this a couple hundred times, give me your critique of it. What didn't you like?
There actually is not much I didn't like. If there's one downside, the plate for the optics came loose from all the shooting, the vibrations. No problem, you can just get some Loctite and tighten down those screws. Otherwise, it is a immaculately designed pistol. What about you, Patrick? What did you not like?
There's really not much. I mean, yeah, this is a great gun, and it's super affordable. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the optics plate cover, which is pretty mild, and it's a very resolvable issue, so it looks great, it shoots great, it's a good price point. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
So, yes, in summation, if you really always wanted to get that Staccato experience, but didn't want to put a mortgage on your home or sell a kidney to make the money, the Romulus is for you.
It's a great gun.
Dare I say I like it better than the Staccato?
For me, maybe I was leaning Staccato, but maybe it's a toss-up. It's a very nice gun.
Yes, this doesn't quite yet have the brand name recognition that Staccato has.
Yeah.
I say give it some time, and people are going to catch on that this thing is a serious game changer.
Yeah. All right, boys. Thanks for sticking around. We'll see you guys next week, where we're going to review burgers.
Burgers.
Hamburgers. Hamburgers.
Hamburgers.
Cornerstone of any nutritious breakfast.